They're the big don't argue. Get off me, he says. Clear the tarmac. It's takeoff time.
Media Vintage Sports Network presents Play-by-Play Podcast with Jordan Hughes. Alrighty, hello and welcome. We are back for episode 2 this week, and there's a very happy man next to me today because the New South Wales Blues are the champions of 2024, getting it done 14-4 over Queensland, an absolute brutal encounter. Jordan Hughes with you alongside.
It's me, the king. What it do?
My man.
Geordie, how are you?
I am very well. We'll get into our NRL round 20 preview very shortly, but in the meantime, State of Origin recap, 10 points, the difference in the end. You were there on site. How was it?
Ecstatic to be there.
Yeah.
It was actually such a good atmosphere, such a good vibe. I was in the crowd and I was like, holy shit, this is buzzing. And I couldn't imagine being a player there, being a player on that stage. And I was thinking, how are these guys making these good decisions in this game?
Yeah.
And this is the atmosphere. It was crazy.
So that first half, it was just brutal defense. They were flying from everywhere. There was biffs. There was just desperation. It was all on.
Queensland defense was insane. They were folding Payne Haas.
Yeah.
I've never seen him get folded, and he was getting folded.
Yeah, the D was unreal. Of course, it was 2-0 at halftime, I believe.
Yeah.
And then New South Wales, they just took those little moments. Queensland got tired. Moses stood up.
Well, the Queensland had to defend 20 sets on their own try line, and when the Blues weren't cracking, and the Queensland defended that whole 20 sets, I was like, oh no, we're in trouble here.
Yeah. How are you thinking? Obviously, you had a bit of an investment on the Blues. Were you a bit nervous in the first half? What was your thoughts throughout the game?
You know, you always back yourself.
Yeah, of course.
So, it was pretty nerve-wracking, and when I was there, I couldn't place any more bets. I couldn't cash out. I couldn't even see anything just because there was no reception. There's so many people, you just can't even access your sports bet.
Yeah.
So I just had to let it
Had to
ride.
let it ride,
Had
yeah.
to let it ride. And thankful to Jesus, Lords, all of them up there.
Absolutely. For people that didn't see the potty earlier in the week, what bet did you place? Mate, what did you do?
Well, I said if I had $5,000, I'd put it on the Blues, but I didn't have 5,000. I had 6,000.
Yes,
Let's
you
get
did.
it.
Yeah.
And we got home.
Yeah, $6,000, $1.95, just over 11,500 returned for you, mate. Well done, big dog. That is why you followed the pod. You could have tailed this man. I hope you didn't tail me because I was on the Maroons and they were nowhere in the end. I want to, before we move on, what was it like when that big fight broke out on the sideline? How was the atmosphere when that happened?
Yeah, it was crazy. Everyone was screaming. I don't know. I was next to a bunch of Blues fans, and it was like at the halfway point. But it was awesome. But it was funny that Cam Murray got a sin bin, and he's on the bench.
Yeah, what a weird situation. I didn't know when we see that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And then a few guys that were in suits that weren't in the Blues team got involved.
Getting some chokeholds and stuff like that. But no, the whole game, every hit was huge. It was noisy. You could hear it. And one of the mad ones was Mo Fotuaika. At the halftime kickoff, he was standing in row 1.
Yeah.
So he's standing there, a few people slapping him on the back. And
Literally from the back fence.
Yeah, from the back fence, and his first hit up was actually pretty solid.
I remember that,
A little bit of a break there too. So
hectic. Who impressed you, I guess, from a player point of view?
Let me tell you this.
Hit me.
You thought we liked Stephen Crichton before. He's a specimen.
Yeah.
Nice juicy calves.
Oh.
His traps, his shape, man. It just
You're
nice.
Myron, eh? You're Myron.
100%.
Yeah.
Always Myron. Something special like that. What a specimen.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he was one of my fave.
Yep, a very good contest. And the first time since 2005, New South Wales beat the Maroons at Suncorp Stadium. So
Turned a leaf. Game 3.
Yep.
Dylan Edwards is a machine.
Yeah, beast.
Dude had like 4 hit-ups every set.
He was man of the match in the end.
Tackling everyone. That was crazy.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, Queensland not scoring a try. Like, you don't normally see that too often.
Yeah.
Nuts.
That was actually 0-0 at half. No tries at half time.
Yeah.
And no tries for Queensland. That was insane.
You know what I noticed? Obviously, a bit of a union sort of thing coming. The short goal line dropouts.
Yeah. About time.
Using your Lomax, your Crichtons, fucking genius.
Yeah.
As you should. And they're getting them pinpoint. That was awesome.
And both teams getting the win on it as well.
Yeah.
I thought they should have been doing that years ago.
I agree. Well, they don't have the skills to do it, mate. Until
They
now.
still kind of don't.
Yeah. Well,
In the Origin they do. In normal NRL they haven't yet.
No, but it was good to see. Anyway, so Origin in the book. We hope you won some cash, as the great man did alongside. Let's see if you win some more this weekend as we talk about NRL round 20. It kicks off tonight. On the tipping front from last week, we both went 4 from 5.
Who did we miss?
Dragons got the Broncos.
Dragons.
Fuck, the Broncos are falling
Come
apart.
on, Bronx.
Yeah, not good.
Flopping.
But yeah, a pretty sharp weekend of the two of us. Over
nice. The last
couple
few
weeks.
weeks.
Yeah, we're hitting
Nice.
our strides. Let's keep it going. Tonight, the Raiders take on the Warriors. The Raiders $1.87. The Wires $1.95. The spread is 1.5 points. This game is in Canberra as well.
That's clean. Their last few have only been by 1 or 2 points as
Very
well.
tight, yeah.
What I like for the Raiders is Jamal Fogarty's back.
Yeah.
So they've got their playing half. They got KO Weeks at fullback, Rapana on one wing. So I reckon they've actually got a really cool team. And you look at the Warriors, we've got Tane Tuapiki out fullback.
Yeah, your man.
I love that. Love Taney. And they've got still the same halves, Chanel and
Tamata.
Timare.
Yeah.
But also they've got Catewell backing up from Origin and Barnett in the front row. So this is a tough week because it just depends on which Origin players are backing up and what teams play their players and how fatigued they are.
It's a harder week to pick always
sure.
in this one. So a couple of stats before we get into the picks. New Zealand have covered the last 6 in Canberra, so they do have a good record in the nation's capital. The Raiders, as we know, have been pretty poor lately. They've lost their last 4. 4 or 5 New Zealand games have gone over the total points. KO Weeks has scored his last 5 of 6. He's playing some great footy, and Darren with Tanning his last 4 or 5.
Oh, solid. I think this is going to be a solid 1 to 12 either way.
Yeah.
I do like that Jamal Fogarty's back, so I'm just going to be backing the Raiders at home, 1 to 12.
I like it. Yeah, I'm actually going to join you there. I like the Raiders to bounce back here. They're due for a win, and I like KO Weeks for a try.
Solid.
And maybe Dallin for the Waz.
Clean.
I like
that.
it. Okay, let's go now to the Bunnies taking on the West Tigers. $1.36 are the Rabbitohs. $3.15 are the Tigers. The line is 9.5. Both sides, obviously. Rabbitohs found some form. They've sort of fallen off a little bit. Tigers desperate for a win.
Yeah, they did find that form. It's just when they were lacking Murray and Latrell Mitchell. So if Cam Murray can back up, I think the Rabbitohs got it clean. And you'd want to look out for that right edge with Gagai to score a try because Cody Walker's now on the right side.
Yeah, Jacob. Jacob, yeah.
Jacob Gagai.
He's been playing real good.
And with the West Tigers, I just don't know. I don't understand how they have so many noob players. They don't have any experience. They don't have any
No, they
superstars.
got nothing. Yeah.
It's like every other team has like 10 mil salary cap and they've got like $10. So I don't understand what's going on
Yeah,
there.
it's all. Well, to be fair, it's a pretty hard place to recruit at the moment. No one wants to go there.
That's true.
Like, I don't blame
But like they should have unlimited money by now if they've got no one going there.
Well, yeah, I don't know where all the money's going, to be honest.
That's crazy.
But there's no star power there at all. So South Sydney have failed to cover the last 7 as a favourite following a loss. Damien Cook has scored his last 3 of 4 home games, and Alex Johnson has scored 2 or more in his last 3 of 5 versus the Tigers.
Yeah, cool. Let's give Johnson a try at home as well.
I agree.
Left
Back it.
edge.
Yep.
Here we go.
Yeah, I like Bunnies to bounce back here.
Yeah, not much here.
Yeah, it's, as we said last week, you just can't back the Tigers.
What are the West Tigers? I don't understand. Just move on.
And we will move on. The Bunnies too good for us on that one. This one should be a cracker. The Knights take on the Broncos. $1.98 are the Knights. $1.83 are the Broncos. The 1.5 is the spread. All the Origin players look to be backing up, I've seen.
Well, for the Knights, they look that Ponga and Best are playing, and Gagai.
And Gagai, yeah.
But with the Broncos, they're still sitting in the reserves. So if Broncos keep that same side without playing Walsh, Haas, Carrigan, I think the Knights will get the win with Ponga and Best and Gagai. But if those players do come into the mix-up...
They've been named, haven't they?
Nah, they've been named on the extended bench.
Okay, so
they got
pop
the
in.
17 and then they got the maybes.
Yeah, right.
So if they stay a maybe, which they should be fatigued, you know, Haas, Walsh, Carrigan.
Yeah.
If they don't play, I'm back in the Knights. But if they do play, I'll be back in the Bronx.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
So we've
Lovely.
got to wait for the team list.
Right. The Broncos have lost their last 6. They've been absolutely woeful. The Knights have covered the last 7 of 8 following a loss. Of course, they were embarrassed last week against Manly. So I reckon they'll be eager to bounce back here.
That was crazy.
It was crazy. Dean Mariner has scored in his last 10 away games. Oates has scored in his last 4 of 5 versus the Knights. I do like the Knights to win here.
Nice.
They bounce back. And I like Ponga and Best for a try, and then potentially Mariner on the other side for the Bronx.
Oh, that's clean.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm leaning with Best or Best or Marju.
I can Best he'd be happy as Larry. He'd be keen to keep it going.
Keep
you know?
rolling.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're on the fence until we see some final teams.
Yeah, well, if you see the final team list and you see that they get Walsh, Haas, and Carrigan back, then back the Bronx.
What happens if they only get one of those guys? What if only Walsh comes in? You still backing them?
We'll have to reevaluate. Message me then.
You don't make it easy, do you, mate? Alrighty, let's go to primetime Saturday night. The Storm versus the Roosters. $2.10 are the Storm, $1.73 the Chooks. The line is 2.5. This game is being played in Melbourne. 2 of the heavyweights going head to head.
This is my game of the week.
Yeah.
This is awesome. You know, this is a match that could potentially be a win for Roosters or Storm.
Yep.
What I like with Storm is just the way they've been playing. They've got Pappy at the back and Jerome Hughes is leading that team. And surprisingly, Wishart is playing good in the 6.
He's going good, isn't he?
He's going real good.
I rate it.
What I like with the Roosters is Connor Watson backing up. He was an energy ball when he come onto the Blues. I wish they got him on a bit earlier.
Yeah.
But he will still be fresh. so he'll be playing. Angus Crichton's backing up. They are still missing Joey Manu.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I just do think this is going to go either way. I think the Storm are well rested, and with Pappy there and Warbrick, I just think they're going to just get the win 1-12 at home.
Yeah, I'm going to join you there. Storm have covered the last 4. Pap has scored in his last 4 games as well. If you like the Roosters, Dom Young has scored in his last 8 of 9. Can find the line.
That's clean.
As we know. But yeah, I'm going to join you. The Storm to win. Storm plus a 2.5. Pap to score. Warbrick to score. And Dommy Young. And probably plenty of points too, so I might take the over.
Yeah, beauty. I think it's going to be a shootout there for points.
Yeah, it's going to be an all-time classic. Let's go to the Panthers taking on the Dolphins on Sunday afternoon. $1.20 of the Panthers, $4.50. The Dolphins, the line is 12.5.
12.5.
Big spread.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Especially the way the Dolphins have been playing.
They've been going good.
That's a solid bet.
Yeah.
You want to carry on?
You go.
Well, look, they're very young backs for Penrith. They've got Dane Lowry at fullback, and then a whole bunch of youngies in the centres.
Yep.
But what I do like for them is that Nathan Cleary's back.
He's back.
Nathan Cleary's back. With the Dolphins, they have that strong lineup that they've had. They've got Hammer at fullback. They've got Bostock and Farnsworth.
Yep.
I love his form.
Is Hammer? Oh, Hammer comes in fullback. Yeah.
Yeah, and then our young buck is on the bench.
Fuller.
Yeah. So in Penrith at the moment, they're not sure if they're playing Luai and To'o. But so if they don't play them, I'll be back in Dolphins.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I like that. But if Luai and Cleary partner, I think Panthers win.
Panthers win, yeah, okay. So the Panthers have failed to cover their last 5 following a win. The Panthers' last 3 games have got under the total points. The Dolphins' last 4 as underdogs have been decided by 6 or less. And our man Jack Bostock has scored in his last 6 of 8 away games. Panthers to win here 1-12, I think.
Yeah.
And I'll take the Dolphins to cover.
I like that. I like the Dolphins cover with Bostock to score.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I'll fucking join you there, mate.
My guy.
So you like Panthers to win, though? If they play?
If Luai and Cleary link up, I'm going Panthers.
Okay. What if Luai doesn't play but Cleary does?
Well, then I'll go Dolphins.
Okay. Interesting. So you're making this really fun for my spreadsheet this weekend, mate.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
It's Origin week. After this, we'll be back to normal.
Back to normal, yep. That should be an absolute cracker as well. So then we go to the Manly Seagulls taking on the Gold Coast Titans. $1.42. Manly are the favourites. $2.85 of the Titans. The line is 6.5. Both sides coming off dominant wins.
Yeah, how good are the Titans starting getting some wins?
Coming good, mate.
Jaden Campbell in there, Loffy.
Desi Hazler against his former team in Manly
good
too.
Pick. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Nice. And Tommy Turbo is back to fullback. Cherry Evans dominant. He's back playing. I think if Tommy and Cherry are playing, Saab scores, Manly win.
Okay. So the Titans have a great record against Manly at 4 Pines Park. They've won the last 4 or 5 down there.
Solid.
Yeah, they go well.
Wow.
And Fafita's scored in his last 5 games versus Manly. Tommy Turbo has scored a try in his last 5 and Manly have been the favourite. I'm really loving Jaden Campbell at 6 too.
He's real good there.
He's carving up. So I'll go Manly to win. Oh, sorry. Geez, I don't know. Oh, tempted.
What's your note say?
I
love men.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it. I'm going to go Titans to win.
Titans to win.
I'll go Titans to win. Titans plus
solid.
6.5. Fafita to score. And Tommy Turbo to score. And maybe Campbell to sneak over.
Nice, my guy.
Yeah, back to
I don't think Campbell's going to score yet. He's still like got half a hand injury.
Okay.
Nice.
You get Manly, yeah?
Yeah, I'll go Manly.
Okay. All right, then our final game of the weekend. The Cowboys take on the Bulldogs, $1.77. The Cowboys, the Doggies, $2.05. The line is 2.5. This game is being played up in Townsville. To me, these sides seem very evenly
Similar.
matched. Yeah.
Yes, nice.
Yes.
So when you look at it, they actually look the same. Both gritty, both, pretty good. So, Cowboys still have people who might not be playing, like Dearden and Holmes, just those backs. And Dogs have Stephen Crichton and just their form they've been playing in. This is going to be a tight one. This is to test toughness. Who's tougher?
Yep.
And probably Cowboys are probly tougher, but I'm going to be back in the Bulldogs this week. 1-12, tough one.
I actually I reckon this could be like a 1-5. I reckon it's going to be real
Yes.
tight. And that's
Drop goal.
Well, the Dogs' last 2 games, Golden Point.
Yes, and you know who scores that for them? Burton, drop goal.
Burton, yeah.
Burton.
So the Cowboys have covered the last 5 of 6 versus the Bulldogs. Cole Feldt has scored a try in his last 3 games. Jacob Preston has scored in his last 3 of 4.
Ooh, solid.
I'll go the Cowboys to win.
All right.
And Cole Feldt to score.
Nice. Well, what about this? I'll go this one. This is going to be a real good roughie. $50.
Give me.
Kyle Feldt, Bulldogs 1-12. Bulldogs win by exactly 1.
Okay.
I got that.
I like that.
$50. I'll put that on just because I said it on the potty.
Yeah, sweet. Load
Let's
up.
turn it up.
I like it.
Nice.
You love your little exact margin bets. You've got a few of them in the days.
Yeah, it's lucky. Just feeling it this one.
I like it, mate. Yeah, that should be as tight as they come. So there is NRL round 20 in the books. Plenty of footy coming your way. If you want to catch the big dog in action as well, Sunday afternoon at Burleigh Bears.
Yeah, Sunday Arvo, Burleigh, 3 p.m.
The Mighty Southport tie. How you guys tracking? Where are we on the table?
Oh, we're mid-range, but
Okay.
we are 2 games shorter than everyone.
Oh, okay.
So we lost to Currumbin last week, actually.
Yep.
There was some pretty rubbish stuff going on. We scored a try. Our player celebrated by bouncing the ball off Joel Thompson's head. That was Geordie Scott. Bounced it off his head. They took the try off us.
Really?
And then they ended up beating us by 1 try.
That's fucking bad.
It was pretty foul.
You don't see that, do you?
No, you just celebrated for scoring.
Must have
a
really
good try.
donked on his head.
No, they just don't like us down there.
Yeah, okay.
So something needs to happen to that Gold Coast committee.
Yeah, right.
We're being bullied.
Okay.
It's not good.
It's just the team's been run by Clive Palmer for the last 5 years.
Surely,
You guys doing tough,
surely.
Doing tough.
It's tough out there for us.
Um,
But, we'll hit back this week. We've got good training sessions in,
Yep.
and we've got some
3 p.m. kickoff.
3 p.m. kickoff.
Oh, we're right. Sunday afternoon footy down at the Bears.
Yeah.
Might come down for a look.
After watching Stephen Crichton, I'm turning it up.
Yes.
You want to see a couple tries?
Yeah.
I'm going to give them to you.
All right. I'm excited to see it. Great man.
You better see you, though.
Yeah, I'll see you there. Good. I got Sunday off, so I'll be actually coming.
What about Saturday? What are you doing on Saturday?
Big day down at the club. Bond Ladies' Day.
Nice. Couple of ladies there and there.
Couple
for you.
ladies, couple of beers.
Nice.
Bit of footy.
Cool.
Should be
Sounds
good.
I might come see you there.
Yeah, I'll see you both days. Can't wait.
Nice.
Let's win some money this weekend. Enjoy your footy. We hope you've enjoyed our Origin coverage this weekend. NRL round 20. The pod is growing and we are building nicely towards finals footy, Riggs.
Yes. Follow us. Get some money, and you can. Oh, I've moved out.
I get a home.
I've got a home.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you, mate. You have to come over.
Yeah,
We'll do a potty there
That'd be great.
on the balcony.
Excellent.
Nice.
Good.
All right. Do you want me to close this
I
out?
love you too.
All right. This is Media Vintage. That's Jordan. I'm Regan. We're out.
I'm Regan. Later.